welcome back to Paper and Glam, and if you're new, I am Lisamarie, and I'm so excited that you're here. Today we are going to talk about printable planner stickers. As you may know, I have a shop called the Glam Shop, and in the Glam Shop I sell printable planner stickers. And a lot of you email me every week asking for kind of this skinny on printable planner stickers. What's my favorite paper? How do I print them out? What size label do I need? And this is one of those things that it's so simple. I think that maybe we think that there's more to it than there actually is. And I can relate to that feeling, being type awesome as I call my type A personality. I want to know all the details about something before I dive in. So I am here with all of the details on printing your own planner stickers. If you're looking for how to cut out the planner stickers once they're printed, I am going to talk a little bit about that today. But if you're looking for actual, machine cut stickers, we're going to talk about that in the next video. This video is kind of planner sticker 101, and the next video will be 201, but let's get a solid foundation on printing your planner stickers, and then we'll go on to the 201 course. So when you get your planner stickers, they usually come in a PDF. I would assume that's how mine come. Here is let's see, this is my You Better Work planner sticker product, which is actually the product that kind of started it all. This is the first product I had in my shop, and just for example purposes, this is what we're working with, right? We're working with a PDF document or a document that you have either created or purchased that you want to print onto sticker paper to use in your planner or your journal or, wherever you want to use it. The sky's the limit, right? So you have several options when it comes to what paper to print on, and there really isn't a best one. Like most things in life, there's one that's probably best for you. So I'm going to talk through all of the options today, and I will give you kind of the pros and cons of each. If you're curious what printer is best, I will link mine below. Hands down, a LaserJet printer is going to get you better results than an inkjet printer. With that said, an inkjet will do the trick just fine. I worked with an inkjet for most of this year until I upgraded to a LaserJet. I will link both below if you have a preference. Really, the inkjet is not that much more, the LaserJet is not that much more than the inkjet, so for me, it just made sense to upgrade. So that is kind of printing the stickers. We're going to start with what paper to use. Of course, everyone has a different printer. Everyone has a different printer setup. I field tons of questions on actual printer setup, but if you can print your standard PDF document or your standard Word document, if you know how to print, you are set. There's no special skill set that is needed. All that you're going to do is swap out whatever 8.5 by 11 piece of paper that you usually use with an 8.5 by 11 piece of sticker paper. It's really as simple as that. And I get a lot of questions about what labels to buy so that when you print the designs, it's already in label form. So there isn't a one size fits all on that. So what you're gonna wanna do is print on an 8.5 by 11 piece of sticker paper and then cut out your design with either a rotary paper trimmer and some precision cut scissors, which is the method I've been using all year, or a silhouette, which I also have. I go back and forth between methods, which you guys know if you've watched my Plan With Me videos. Sometimes I just can't be bothered to use my silhouette, and I just want to sit down with my rotary paper trimmer, which I'll link below, and my precision cut nonstick scissors, and just cut out some stickers and start playing with them right away. And I just can't be bothered to build a studio file and use my silhouette. It's just, at the end of the day, the ends justify the means, right? It's gonna look the same in my planner at the end of the day, so I really don't care. Of course, having them pre-cut is ideal, but sometimes I just don't want to spend the time on it, and I'm all about the end game, and if it looks the same in the end, it really doesn't matter how you cut out the actual stickers. So let's talk about the pros and cons of each paper type. So the first one is the one that I used for, I would say, most of the year. This is your standard Avery white shipping labels. You can get these at Target, you can get these at any office supply store. They're much cheaper on Amazon, and I'll link that below. And these are the ones that they will use if you go to Staples or you go to Office Depot and you ask them to print your planner stickers, which I also did for a long time because I didn't have a printer. This is what they'll use. Of course, they'll use the LaserJet version. I have the Inkjet just because I saved these from my Inkjet printer because I knew I wanted to make this video for you. So these, you're not going to be able to tell the difference on screen, but these are just matte labels. They are standard in every way. It's picture a piece in 8.5 by 11 paper had sticky on the back, and that is this paper. They have some pros. One, they're available everywhere. They are inexpensive, they get the job done, and they do not bleed, which I really appreciate. Cons, because the paper is matte, I don't feel that the design looks quite as sharp as you're going to get on like a glossy photo paper or another paper. But these will absolutely get the job done, and they're exactly what I used for, I would say I made a video like this about a year ago, and I probably didn't upgrade to a different system until the spring. So after I used these, I used something very similar that Avery also makes, that is the clear version of their sticker paper. So again, this is just 8.5 by 11 sticker paper, and the back, it has the backing on it, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see this on camera, but it is clear. And the other great thing is that it is actually slit through the back, so that makes it really easy to remove your stickers. There are quite a few pros of these. After I used the white Avery paper, I switched to these, and I know a lot of you who don't want to mess with a silhouette or mess with a cutting machine use these, because when you print your designs, you don't really have to worry about where the cuts are, because you're not going to be able to see them because the sticker itself is clear. So all you're going to be able to see is your design. So it really doesn't matter where you cut it because you can't see it once it gets on your planner. So that's what these are absolutely great for. The con with these is that the design doesn't print as vibrantly. So, this is printed on my LaserJet printer. This is my, this is kind of the ideal setup. And you notice, the images are extremely sharp, extremely crisp, and you won't get quite that crispness with this paper. But because you can't see where the end of the sticker is and the beginning of your planner is, these are a great option because you don't have to worry about the cuts. So that is option 2. Option 3 I used after I moved from the clear version. I moved to this premium Inkjet photo sticker paper. And what's great about this is that the paper is glossy, just like a picture you would print at, Costco or Mike's Camera, which is my pick, or any Target, any photo printer. It looks very similar, and your design comes out really crisp with that glossy finish. One con I found with this paper, and right now I'm only speaking to Inkjet, I'm sure you'd get similar results for laser. They don't make this particular paper in laser to my knowledge, but my experience with this particular paper relates to Inkjet, and I found that with my Inkjet printer, the black pieces of my stickers, and some of you guys know I really like to design with black. I think it looks absolutely stunning on your planner, and I do a lot of white too, but some of the core paper and Glam images have black backgrounds, and I found that my black was smearing on this paper, but the rest of the designs came out beautifully. I don't know if that was because of my particular printer. I know that it wasn't happening on other paper, so that may be a limitation on this particular paper, but it does print beautiful, crisp images if you don't run into that problem. So many of this printing at home stuff is subjective based on your personal setup, right? Every printer is a little different, and the ink that is in it is a little different. So that is the pro and cons of that one. Prints beautifully, but you might see some kind of demarcation on the black. I don't want to call it smearing because it's not like, it's not like you run your hand against it and there's like ink everywhere. It just kind of rubs off slightly. Again, it may not even bother you, but it bothered me enough to where I wanted to find another option. So when I switched to my LaserJet printer, which again is linked below, which I absolutely love, I've had it since I moved to LA, so about 3 months. It has been a soldier. It is absolutely great. It's tried and true. It's a fairly new HP product. I think it's been on the market about 6 months, a year max, and I absolutely love it. And when I switched to that printer, I switched to the online labels paper. And this is a professional label company. All they do is make label paper, and they make you know, labels for like candles and dish soap, and you know, they are an industrial label company, and this is what I prefer these days. I can't speak to how the inkjet works on this with the online labels paper because again, I always use my laser, but this is my favorite. This is what I use to current day. It is absolutely beautiful. It prints so well. The designs do not rub off at all. Like, I could probably lick this and it wouldn't come off. And I will link, there's literally thousands of labels. I will link the one I have. This is the weatherproof one, and you literally could, I mean, it's supposed to be weatherproof, right? It's made for like the label of like your dish soap that could potentially be getting wet or something. So it has just some serious staying power. It is my favorite. This is the queen bee of paper, but it is a little more expensive, and I can't speak to how it works on inkjet. Everyone I know who uses this paper does use the laser. So I would definitely recommend this one. Of all of them, this one has it all. It is so just beautiful in the way that it prints, and it does not smear at all, which is what we're going for when we think about printing our planner stickers. I will link all of these options below. All of them will get the job done. There isn't a right option. It really depends what is best for you. Are you most concerned with print quality? Are you most concerned with price? Are you most concerned with not being able to see where the sticker ends and your planner begins and not having to worry about where to cut it off, where to cut each design? Just kind of want to get it done and have it look really clean regardless of where or how you cut it. You know, each one of these has their own pros and cons, and so it's really what works best for you. So when I get all these emails asking what's the best, what is the one that you would recommend, it so much depends on your own personal setup and what you value the most. It's hard for me to give you guys a black and white answer. So this is my explanation of what paper to choose and why. I hope that you found it really helpful. If you have any other questions on making your printable planner stickers that I didn't answer, leave them in the comments below. I will happily answer them for you guys. I am happy to tell you all that I know. This community is all about sharing information, and I want to give you guys what you are looking for. So let me know what I missed. If you have any questions about actually cutting the stickers out, we will cover that in excruciating detail in the next video. So and get ready for that, because I have something that's going to blow your mind in that next video. It is something I haven't seen anyone else doing, and I am so excited to show you how to print and cut your planner stickers without using a studio file. So get ready. Those of you who know Silhouette, that is basically the file that tells the cutting machine where your art is and where it should cut, so that you have a genuine sticker just like you would go out to the store and get. So I hope this video was helpful. If this answered a lot of your questions about printable planner stickers, please give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. I would love to hang out with you more and spend more time learning to live well together, and yeah, many adventures in paper to come. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something new, and I will see you again soon. If I don't see you before Thanksgiving, have a beautiful Thanksgiving on Thursday. Bye, you guys.